Liverpool Football Club are missing the turbulent politics at home for a pre-season tour of the United States. There's no rest for the Champions League winners. The Reds have a huge fan base in the US. In the past week, they've already played in Boston and at Notre Dame University in Indiana. Now the club is in New York, where they will play at Yankee Stadium on Wednesday. Forbes has published its list of the 50 most valuable sports teams, and despite their recent success, Liverpool is the least valuable football club, worth just $2 billion. That's around half the value of Real Madrid, Barcelona or Man U. Peter Moore wants to get the club rising on that list. Liverpool's CEO is in New York. Sir, my apologies that I'm not with you to be there tonight. As you can see, we're Brexiteering here in London. But I mean, why do you do these trips? Liverpool as a club is exceptionally well known globally. What do these tours do for you?
Well, they engage with the fans in a way that we can't do if we just stay in Liverpool. It's as simple as that. We have huge following, as you point out, here in the United States. In fact, around the world, we have over 700 million fans who follow Liverpool Football Club. We were in the US last year. We had an incredibly successful tour, decided to come back again. And as you point out, we've just come out of Notre Dame, and we were in Boston and Phil Fenway Park, and we're at Yankee Stadium tomorrow night against Sporting Lisbon. This is all about giving back to the fans, engaging with the fans, and making sure we are the global football club that we know we are.
Right, but do you feel that in terms of profile, in terms of value, that the club is not recognised? I mean, the name is well known, but you just heard me say, you know, you're a bit down on the list on value. Do you think you're not getting enough credit?
Well, I'm not sure whether we really worry about value as determined by Forbes. There is an ownership group here, American-based, as you know, out of Boston, that looks at the long-term strategic direction of this football club. And from our perspective, it really is about making us a global entity, the global football brand we need to be, and the revenue ultimately will follow. And if the people want to put us in a league table against other clubs, that's fine. That's not what we worry about.
Right, but what does it take? I mean, you won the Champions League, you're just about won, or you're very close to the top of the Premier League. I mean, you know, look, I come from Liverpool.
I know.
It reminds me of my old Liverpool Jewish grandmother who used to say to me, you know, so what have you done for me lately? I mean, what more do they want from you to make a global brand than you've already done?
Well, you talk about winning the Premier League. Obviously, as you know from Liverpool, that's what our Liverpool fans want, and that's what our goals and objectives point towards. But as regards building out the value, look, you look years and decades in advance, and this is not about an exit strategy for an ownership group. This is about building out a football club that gives so much entertainment to hundreds of millions of people around the world, and that's what we're built upon.
Peter, how's your war chest coming together if you decide you want to go on a buying spree? Because the costs now are stratospheric. The costs are worthy of Wall Street.
Yeah, players are expensive, and the revenues are growing, and as such, when you need to go buy world-class defenders like Virgil van Dijk or world-class goalkeepers like Alisson Becker from Brazil, you spend a lot of money. As you know, Richard, those investments have paid off handsomely. Look, we look at football at a business level as a virtuous cycle. We spend money, we spend a lot of money to buy the best players. We also look at value of players that can, for a certain amount of money, fill a spot for us and deliver handsomely, and we have plenty of those players as well. But ultimately, it is about winning silverware. We did that. We have a charismatic manager who brings this all together. The Champions League victory is just the beginning for us, and that is the long-term strategy of this football club, is to continue to win silverware.
And Peter, you've got to admit, honestly, hand on heart, it's a lot easier to go to the owners and ask for a few quid more to buy somebody or to renovate Anfield, as I know you're planning to do, when you've actually got the silverware coming into the cupboard.
You're absolutely correct, Richard.
Good to see you, as always, Peter. Thank you very much indeed.